had some questions from Ryan. I'm going to try and answer those and just talk a little bit about singing and stuff. I've been on T for about 8 months, and the way it worked for me, and I know this is kind of unusual or I don't know. Anyway, my voice dropped really quick, a lot. It dropped about an octave in, I don't know, 2-3 months, something like that. It started changing immediately, and the day I did my first shot, about 4 or 5 hours later, my voice started getting scratchy and feeling tight and weird, and that, you know, I figured there's no way it was going to work that fast. I was just getting a cold or something, and I never got a cold, and my voice started, it just kept feeling weird, and then it started changing. So I think that's pretty unusual. I think most people it takes quite a while, and it doesn't happen nearly as fast. So, if you've got any brothers or your dad or whatever, maybe ask them how fast their voice changed, because that might have some bearing on it. I know my brother's voice dropped really quick, about as quick as mine. He went to California and he had this high little girly voice, and he called us a couple weeks later and it was just really low, and I didn't recognize his voice at all. So, they home. I'm gonna be annoyed if they're home already. So let's see. Ryan's questions were, now that I've been distracted. Do you still have the same control over your voice as you did when you were pre-T? No, I do not. I have a lot less control. It has gotten better though. It was really, really hard to control, especially the upper registers, for a long time, and now it's started to come back over the past couple of weeks, which is good. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I had absolutely no control over the falsetto for a few months. And I had big empty patches where I would try and sing and no sound at all would come out. And there were other notes where every time I tried to hit them, I would squeak. I sounded like a really bad clarinet player for quite a while. And I had to really, really concentrate. Really hard to be able to hit the notes at all. And, I couldn't make them sound good. But it's coming back. I've actually got falsetto now. I was surprised how hard it was. I was really surprised because I figured, I've sung in my head voice for years. I know how to do it. Falsetto can't be different, but it is. It's a lot different, and it is really hard to access. I think it would probably be easier with a more gradual voice change because you get to learn as you go. I had to sort of my voice changed, and then I had to learn everything. I could be wrong though. Second question, did you take voice lessons to get your voice back? No. I've been thinking about it though, because I have a good friend who's a music education major, and he knows a lot of people, and he knows one professor who's doing a study on the effects of testosterone in the voice. I would assume not in trans men, just, boys going through puberty or whatever, cis guys. Yeah, but I'm definitely thinking about it, and I think it would help, because if you get somebody who's really good and knows the physiology and knows how everything's working, because I've had a crap voice teacher who was like, alright, you're doing fine, you can sing on key, just keep doing what you're doing, and can I have some money? You don't want a voice teacher like that. Is it easier to sing now or before T? A lot easier before. It's difficult now, although, as I said, it is getting a lot easier. What point was the hardest to sing? I would say that it just gradually got harder and harder and harder, and now it's starting to get easier. And it was really hard for a long time, and then a couple of weeks ago, suddenly the falsetto was there, and I can sing in falsetto. It's still hard, but it's, I just got notes back a little bit at a time, and over the past couple of weeks, it's definitely got a lot easier. Do you still like to sing as much as you did before T, or do you like singing better now? I would say I would lean toward I liked singing better before T, but, that's because I still haven't learned how to use my voice yet. Um, it is frustrating not to be able to sing a lot of the songs I used to sing. Like, I could sing Jackson 5 no problem in, a little 11-year-old Michael Jackson's range. And now I can sing Frank Sinatra, in Frank Sinatra's range. And lower than that, Elvis and David Bowie and, all this kind of thing. It is really, really annoying not to be able to sing Queen's Somebody to Love, and if I can sing it, I have to scream it, and it just sounds horrible, but, so yeah, but I do have faith that it will come back, and it's coming back, and, I'm not too worried anymore. I was really worried for a while. It's never going to come back. I'm never going to be able to sing again. I'm never going to be able to hit high notes again. But, what are you going to do? You got to either go for it or not. So let's see. Let me talk about range for a minute. I had a range before T of bass C, the C below middle, on a good day. And, I think my average low note was about a D, and I could sing lower than that sometimes, like down to an A sometimes. But generally about a bass C, and up to a high F sharp, which is obscenely high. Like, a high F is, if you've seen Sister Act 2, that ridiculous note that kid hits in the choir. Anyway, so I could sing to a high F sharp. And now my range is about a low C to a treble E. So I've lost a little bit of range. I had a little over 3.5, now I have a little under 3.5. It's just in a different place. And I'm hoping to be able to get some more of the higher notes back. And I can sing up to about a middle E in my chest voice. The other weird thing is that there's no overlap. There used to be a lot of overlap. Like, I could sing songs in head voice / falsetto or chest voice, and there's a good, say, octave overlap. I could hit the same notes in either register, but now I can't do that. It's coming back a little bit, I think, so I'm starting to be able to do it, but that was really weird for a while, not to be able to hit the same note in 2 different ways. Now I could probably, in the future, hit it in 3 different ways. Because the chest, head, and falsetto registers are different. They're very physically different. The other thing is the quality of my voice has changed a little bit. It's thinner, and it's kind of scratchy and raspy. I like the rasp, the thinness, not so fun. And the volume. I can't get nearly as much volume. I used to be able to sing so loud that you could hear me from, miles away, but now I can't sing loud anymore. And again, my voice hasn't finished changing. I've only been on T for 8 months. So everything's a process that you just gotta go through and wait for it. Wait for the volume to come back, wait for the pitch to come back, wait for the range and the non-squeakiness and all that stuff. I may do some vocal exercises in a video, or sing in falsetto or something, so you can get a sense of it, because I haven't really sung in falsetto because I haven't been able to. So I'm going to try and do that, I think, and see what happens, so you guys can hear the full range of my voice and the quality of it. And I wish I'd done one pre-T, but I didn't. So you can watch my videos on my other channel, Abraxas47, ABRAXAS. I don't know how to do numbers. I know sign language, so yeah. Yeah, you can check out those videos. There's a lot of pre-T videos on there, and some at various points on T. So yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know, and I will try and accommodate. But yeah, it'll be hard. If you decide to do it, it will drive you crazy at some point. But if you just push through it, I think you'll be good to go. And it might take a while, it might take a few years, it might take a few months, it might take a few days. You never know. So, I guess there's nothing I can tell you that will make your decision any easier, I don't think, because it's different for everybody. But I'm happy to try and provide information. So, any more questions from anybody, just let me know.